Hey everybody, it's Jeannie with Jeannie's Palette, and welcome to another A Common Canvas playlist. This week we are challenged by Cindy from Z9 Designs to do florals. I'm excited to see what everyone else is doing. Don't forget to check out my description for the link to the playlist so you don't miss anyone. And check out Cindy's channel, Z9 Designs.
All right, now what we're doing today, I'm gonna work on this paint who I did a while ago, and it is good and dry. It's cured very well, looks good. It's not been sealed yet. I'm waiting to embellish it. So I'm gonna make it look more like a sunflower instead of a flame appearance here. And if we have time, this is what I started in our sunflower event this past Saturday, and we'll do some finishing touches on that. I do love how it turned out. It is done with the stencil, and it is, listen, I can tell you this way, it is raised, so see that is quite a different look. But that was a lot of fun, and background was a lot of fun as well. Nice and smooth. So yeah, I love that. I love it. I might hang it up here as inspiration. We'll take down our butterfly and put this up here. Get done, we'll work on that later. Oh yeah, it's crooked. Let's get it straight. Let's get that straight. Alrighty. I'm gonna pull you down so you can see what I am doing here. A little bit there. Alright, I'm gonna use this, look, I have not cleaned this stencil, but look, with that gel on there, it does make it, I won't say easy, but it's not difficult to get it off. So I'll have to be working on that some today too. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the center part of it and we're going to put it on here and see if we can't make this look a little bit more like a sunflower. Regular gel gloss, this is the Golden brand. That's the brand I do like that. I'm not saying it's better than any, but it's just what I've always used. Clear drying, heavy body, acrylic medium. If you'd like, take a screenshot and flip it. I'm going to start with that. Now, I probably should take this down, but yet again, my tape is, I just want to figure out exactly where I want it, okay? My medium, I'm going to put my palette knife. You can use a plastic one, you don't have to have a metal one. Just something flat. Get it on the back. You don't need it on. I'm going to just, we're going to start down here. I think where we want our center to be. We're just going to smooth it on. I like to say spread it on like spreading butter on a biscuit. It just glides on. It's really smooth texture. This one there is a thicker one that's a paste. I like working with this one better. The other does work just fine. And I think our friend Christy from Funky Junk Inspiration in her Soul Sisters event on Sunday used a molding paste. So there's lots of things you can do. You can put spackle in a stencil. But this is what I like to do for my paint pours. It turns out really pretty to enhance those that just need a little something extra. And I have a mermaid one that actually, it's been sold, and I need to make arrangements to get it delivered because it is someone local. And that one turned out amazing. I left part of it like I'm going to do this one without painting. This will be another step to this after this live because it won't dry enough that I can finish it. And I'll show you what I mean when we get to that part. Alright, so let's get this on here. Let's get that little circle right there. do love it, love it, love it, love it. I like using this on wood cutouts, door hangers. It makes it really pop. It's something different. People like that when they see that. This out here, the petals, I am not going to put any paint on because I like how my paint pour is behind it. I just want to give it a little extra something to stand out. And when this dries clear, that paint underneath will still show, but there will be a raised area that defines an actual petal. So we'll dry it clear. And then I'll go back and kind of buff it with some paint to get some in the outline, make it look good. And I hope when people see my art that it evokes some kind of emotion, makes them feel good, makes them smile. That's what I want. And I thank God for the talent that He's given me. I'm not trained artist. I'm a nurse. That's what I went to college for. I did study some graphic design, so I could draw you a blueprint for your house or something. Start with some brown. I do like this, and again, it's back with Master's Touch. Red. Now this is burnt sienna, actually. Burnt sienna. I want to. I'm gonna just use a bunch of combination of browns, and I'm gonna use this coffee bean folk art. This is earth brown, and this is a cheaper paint, a Crafters collection from Hobby Lobby, $1.99. This is a cheap paint there, but I still like it. It's a little bit runnier than the others. It's a little watered down. And it's a lot about the same color as that coffee bean. You can see these three here. Now, and then I'm going to use some metallic deco art, and this is copper. And I'm just going to, yet again, I'm just going to scoop, no rhyme or reason where I'm going to put it, okay? But it is going to be smooth out on this, the circle part, different random places right on top of the gel. Sorry about that. I was saying when I noticed that it was gone, the gel here on the edge as it goes over when you put paint, once it dries, I can just fold it right over and it'll stick to the side. But I just did a waiting. I'm just going to put it right random on, and it's not real smooth, so I'm not going to use much of it. Kind of fill in the holes with that. I don't like it. Let's just grab that other, what's that color? Earth brown. Might work better. It's smoother. That other is just too thick. It's just old paint. So anywhere I see white, I'm going to put this color here. Now I can't tell if I'm getting on the line, if I'm getting in the holes, because we done covered everything up. It doesn't matter. It's going to look good wherever it's at. not making a new color. We're just, and look, I've completely forgotten my circle over here. The center part. Let's go back and get some on that. And get some of our burnt sienna. I want to go right on. I was talking about it and then I didn't do anything with it. Let's just grab some more of that. Not too much. I'm going to grab our copper. And I'm going to just randomly put a little bit in there. I don't want it like the other one that I showed you where the whole thing's copper. I just want it kind of random little places. And we'll see in a minute what's going to happen with that. Now I'm kind of thinking I would like a little bit of this copper up here on top of my paper. I think I'm going to do it. Hey, what have I got to lose? I'll just screw it up. It'll be alright. Let's get it on the back. I don't want to cover the whole thing, so I'm just going to, maybe where I see the lines, instead of going back for a second step when it dries, let's just see what happens. I do like to try new things on Wednesday, but I don't want to cover up all that beautiful paint underneath. It's just random kind of. It's fun. It does take a bit though. It's not like, you know, you do it and it's done. It's got to dry. It takes a while to put it on. But it is relaxing while you're doing it. I mean, if you're in the mass production and wanting to get stuff done, it might not be the thing. But if you like to paint and relax while you're painting, and then this may be something really good for you. So I am trying to get, I am a little thicker right at the edge of the stencil where the petals are, but then I'm randomly putting some paint. You want to make sure you're not digging into the gel. It's very soft. Just kind of gliding over the top of it. Here and there. This is going to be good. Now I'm getting fancy now. I'm getting a little fancy. I think I'm going to call that done. Okie dokie dokie. Drum roll, please. And here we go. Let me see. Whew. Stuck my finger right in something. I like to do it this way, y'all. I know it's not going to be as dramatic for you. Alrighty, so everywhere it's white is going to be clear, so the yellow paint will be shining through. Now this right here is what I was talking about, how the gel will kind of on the side. Well, it's not dry yet, but I can still fold it on down and it'll be in the shape. You can see this one really well here, and it'll just be kind of like a wrap around when it dries. There. I'm interested to see these petals, how they do I'm almost tempted, and we'll see how it looks. But once it dries, I may go back and paint on top of that gel. We'll see if I want all of that color there. I just don't know. I don't know. I did miss a few places right here. Anywhere you see white, whatever's behind it is going to show. So I'm going to take a skewer over those, just gracious sakes, and see if I have any places that need a touch up. I'm just wrapping these right here so they don't dry sticking out. And that'll look good. This just kind of gives it a 3D effect. Alright, so I'm going to take the little pointy end. I do see a little place right there. Let's pull that. It looks asleep. What the what? Like that. And then, like I said, like that. Just shaping up the gel, really, basically. So that's it. All that's left is letting it dry. Maybe I could have put some black in there. I like it though. I think it's going to look good once this is dry. And it has that behind it. It's going to be different. Maybe someone will want it. Now, I'm going to just take some black. We'll start outlining. That's really basically, I think, all I have to do with this. Alright, so I'm just using, this is just plain old Craft Smart acrylic paint to do some outlining here and there, just to give it a little bit of definition. And I'm just kind of random pick places that I think will look good. Might not need to do a whole lot to the center. And this is the same stencil that we used on that other cool background. Let's just maybe, yeah, it's kind of darker. I did try to use a darker brown over here. Let's do some random. Ugh, I don't want to do that. That black is something else. It just grabbed that on. But it does make it pop a little bit more when you add that black. I'm gonna try this wax. I don't know. You just put it on and wipe it off, right? Make sure I don't have any black on here. That's not dry. I probably should have a a wet wipe. I'm gonna just, let's just put it on there, see what happens. I kind of wish I'd have done this before I did the black. So I do have some wipes somewhere. Just bought some. It is adhering to that yellow, but I'm not going to worry much about that. I think it gives it a little something extra. If it dries too dark, I can always go back and add some more yellow paint on top if I want. I do wish I had some baby wipes in here. I don't. I probably do, but locating in this chaos is another story. I don't know if you guys remember those pecan resin statues that were very popular in the 90s, late 80s, maybe early 90s. I used to get those and paint those, and there was antiquing paint, and it's probably similar to this. It was a little thicker, but you did the same thing. You painted, and then you put this on, and it did all your, made your creases in your statues pop so they looked better. I sold a ton of those things, angels and Santa Clauses. I like it. What do you think? You like the brown on the yellow? I do think I want the yellow to pop a little bit more. I'll probably add a little more yellow to it. But I like it. I may get back and do something else to that, but probably I'm done actually. Here's the other one that still looks white, but when it dries it'll be clear and that yellow will be shining through. Don't forget to see beauty, especially within yourself. I do appreciate, thank you, Jeannie. I appreciate y'all being here. You could have done a million other things today, but you chose to spend a little time with me, and I greatly appreciate it. Ta-ta for now. Y'all have a great day. Bye.